Second half in Galway, Vodacom Bulls do find themselves 3 points down. Big second half required, but while they might be behind on the scoreboard, they certainly weren't the worst team on the field. I think they dominated most of the statistical categories. Physically, set piece, dominance, maybe one or two lineouts malfunction, but as we say that, Zach Berger bobbles the ball at the back of the ruck, and Connacht have gathered it now in advantageous field position that it was the worst possible start we could have asked for. Connacht, big opportunity for them. The lane is annihilated by Marcel Coetzee. Tom Farrell carries ahead. Don't get the purchase from the big shot by Ulrich Lowe. Sorry, Marcel Coetzee. Here comes Marmion. Here comes Prendergast. Carty. Mac Hansen opened up for him, but Lionel Mapu makes a brilliant try-saving tackle. Marmion again. Ball not finding hand.
It's good defense here by the Blue Bulls.
Lubuta drags Mac Hansen back. Looks like we may have turned this over. We have. Lovely. Somehow the Vodacom Bulls have turned over the pill. Looking for a clean exit strategy here are the visitors. Just 3 points down, but should be well and truly ahead. Left a couple tries out on the pitch in that first half, and Zach Berger finds a safe clearance.
Yeah, good kick by Zach. Does very well there. And welcome back to all the Bulls faithful. Just a quick reminder that we are giving away a 1,000 Rand World Sports betting voucher. Just like, comment, and share, and you might be the lucky winner of that prize.
Looking at that shot again, Marcel Coetzee, Alton Delane.
Okay.
Heffernan to feed. We will contest, I'm sure, but Connacht win their own line-out ball. Marmion looking to snipe. They're looking increasingly threatening on Connacht with the ball in their hands. Heffernan. Finley Beelum gets the offload going. Papa Li'i beats one. Gets another offload going. Connacht really looking dangerous now. Vodacom Bulls must shut them down. Delane. Carty hesitates. Gets smashed by Lizo Gboka.
Over that. Counter.
Gain Connacht drive ahead. It's been all Connacht in the opening 3 minutes of the second half. Looking to keep it tight, close to the ruck, pick and go, trying to milk a penalty. Ruan Nokia makes another tackle. Works very hard, does the number 5.
Scrappy at ruck time.
But they're getting purchase, or Connacht the arms out from Blaine. Once again.
Yeah.
Connacht just a few meters away now. They go backline ball, it's up, big pass out, it's intercepted almost by Ruan Nokia. Will go back for the penalty.
Maybe his namesake David Blaine can just, somehow replace him, make him disappear, because having a yeah. But yeah, Mark, it's just been tough. And as a commentary ends, Zelda stays in saying, Bulls just do it, and we agree with you. We just want the Bulls to do it, don't we? And Lucas Pitor saying blow, 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 and that's the same sentiment. The blue machine in white today, but our hearts are still blue, aren't they?
Looks like Connacht are going to tap and go here. It's Papa Ali. Abraham Papa Ali, the big number 8, carries forward. It almost gets over the line, but he's unsuccessful. They drive again. They're 2 meters out now. It's almost a necessity here for Connacht to score this try. They're so close. Vodacom Bulls continue to keep them out. Now we're over that ball. Does Marcel Coetzee steal it?
Come on, Blaine.
It pops out. Connacht somehow have come away with the ball. And now they're going backline ball. It's a brilliant tackle from Arnu Buerta. Try-saving tackle, you would have to say. Connacht's still about 1.5 meters out now. Dowling, the number 4 lock. Desperation defense here required from the Vodacom Bulls. They're scrambling. So far, it's been successful. Marmion, Carty. And the try looks like it's going to be scored there by the number 12, Tom Daly.
Yeah.
Surge after surge, the Vodacom Bulls managed to keep them out, but just one phase too many. Just couldn't cope.
Yeah,
106 kg solid number 12 centre from
Yeah,
that he scores.
definitely. You can't deny them there. They really kept it tight. They kept their discipline and they went over the line. And that's what we need to try to do, don't we, Marcos? Our defense was held so strong for so long. But at the end of the day, the damn wall is bound to break. And it does there.
Once again, the difference here seems to be our inability to take our chances and the ability of the opposition to grab theirs.
Definitely.
Left a lot of points on the park in that first half. It's really coming back to bite us, and we're going to now have to chase the game properly, being 2 scores down.
Yeah. When you're looking at the blue bomb squad, Marcos, is it too early to look at them yet? And if not, who are you looking at?
Definitely not too early. I'm looking at Simpiwe Matanzima to come on. He always injects some momentum. A great ball carrier, and we don't lose anything in terms of set piece. Sheep, of course, he really introduced himself nicely in the first half with a short cameo. I'd like to see more of him. And then Embrus Papia, Springbok on the bench. It'll be very exciting to see what he can do when he gets on the park. He's a live wire scrummy.
Definitely big shot there for Embrus Papia. And Zach has been good off the base in terms of hurrying the ball up. I think Embrus just brings that X factor, doesn't he? And that would be nice to see.
Stravina Jacobs just caught on an island there and missed the tackle. It resulted in the try.
And Dian Ballas saying, das nog tijd. Yes, there's more than enough time, Dian. We just need to capitalize, like Mark just said. We need to capitalize when we're in the right areas.
Restart from Goose. We go deep. Connacht return. And they find touch. That's a great exit strategy from Connacht. Now we find ourselves in our half. That's a brilliant kick from Connacht, in fact.
Yeah. Okay, let's get our ball. Let's play. This Connacht side really has been, they haven't made too many mistakes. But there is time. The balls just needed. When we get the ball now, let's get the phases going. Let's try get in the midfield, those big ball carriers. Once we're on the front foot, we look so dangerous.
Stark contrast, the way we kicked off the second half compared to the first. We were exceptional in the opening exchanges of the first 40 and rather dire. And 7 minutes in the second half just flown by. We've hardly had the pull. We managed to secure our own line-out opportunity to maul here, and it's a strong maul from the Vodacom Bulls.
And Papalia has come off. I think that's a positive way, if anything, because he's been a menace.
We continue to pile numbers into this maul. It just slowly moves ahead. It's a well-oiled machine, but it's running out of steam, and now it goes down. Now we'll have to go backline ball. Zuckerberger. Another good tackle, another good carry, from Harold Forster. He's been brilliant in that first channel. Lizo, the try scorer, drives the legs. Zuckerberger looking to box kick. Slap bang on halfway. Puts it up in the air. It's a shallow kick. Cornel Hendricks is underneath it. Can we get it back? Hansen's done brilliantly. He's come away with it. He's one-on-one. The tackle has to be made. It's not made. He's dancing around. And he's going to score the try. And in the same way we kicked off the last game against Leinster, they scored 2 back-to-back runaway tries. We've just gifted possession back to Connacht. It was a strange decision to go for the box kick when 2 carries have gotten us over the advantage line. Put it up in the air. Hansen collects. There's no real pressure on him, and he runs away and scores a try. And you'd have to say the back defense by our outside backs left little to be desired.
Yeah, there's not much I can say. The ref is looking at something here, though. Okay. Can Blaine save us here? Joe van der Beste is saying stop kicking, play rugby. Joe, it's really tough at times. You go through the phases and you're going side to side. You need to try to get some sort of territory. So we feel the same, but there's no
obstruction by, it looks like Alta and Delane. A Connacht player obstructed one of the Vodacom Bulls defenders. Let's have another look at it here. Alta and Delane block Lizo Goboka from making the tackle on Mac Hansen. Clear as day. We'll go back for the penalty.
Delane thinks this is American football there, Marcus. What's he doing? He's so cynical as well.
Blatant. There's no way they can award this try. Absolutely no way this try can be awarded. He steps into him. It's absolutely deliberate, intentional. Surely this try cannot be awarded. We're still waiting to hear, and the TMO's decision is... I mean, am I missing something? There's no way this try can be awarded.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at Oka saying it must be yellow card 2 for that obstruction. It was cynical, but it wasn't in a try scoring, because they were on the attack there. So I doubt it will be a yellow card, Oka. What's happening here? No. Blaine.
Looks like the...
Blaine going on
Oh,
a
they're
Sunday
awarding
after a Sunday evening. No, man.
Looks like he's going to award the try. Yeah, they're just going to award the try. Well, I'm shocked. The try's been awarded.
Yeah, we can't really hear what was happening between Blaine and the TMO, but...
Is this rugby or NFL? Are you allowed? You're not allowed to shadow or block defenders. It's a absolutely abhorrent decision. Abhorrent decision.
Yeah.
Shocking decision by Blaine and whomever the TMO is.
This has been...
Disgraceful. Here's Jack Carty.
Yeah, Dion saying what the H. I can't agree more, Dion. What is going on? And he misses it.
Carty
Yeah,
misses the kick.
that's karma, isn't it?
22-7 is the score now. Vodacom Bulls very much under the pump. Let's have another look at this blatant obstruction. Alton Delane just steps... Sneakily, the cameraman decides not to include the footage of Alton Delane deliberately blocking Liesl Gboka from making a tackle.
Lots is going to be said about that. I mean, that is, that's a championship decision that is made there, Now just game's just... It looks like the game is running away from us, but there is time. But that is such a big try to give.
Here comes Rowan Comrick. Now we have to keep ball in hand. We have no option. Here comes Sheep. He's also on the field. Zuckberger. Definite up of ante here above the Vodacom Bulls, looking to turn the corner. Anu Buerta.
It looks like Busy's on as well.
Yeah. Replacements have flooded onto the field. Jake White's emptied his bench. There's numbers out wide. Lionel Mapu again needs to get that ball out of his hands. It was a 3-on-1 overlap. Zuckberger. Marcel Kutsia gets the offload going down the blind side. Here comes Jacques Duplessis, the Sheep, once again. Great carry, Marcel Kutsia, but there's a knock on. And another opportunity goes begging. Very tough to watch now, 22-7. I mean, we were well and truly in this game at half-time. And in the matter of less than 10 minutes, I mean, Connacht scored 2 runaway tries.
Yeah.
And it's a very steep mountain to climb back now. More than enough time to do it. And there's
And
a
what is
blatant
that?
high
Come on
tackle
now.
on Liesl Gboka. There's a
That is
forearm
shoulder into temple.
to the head.
Ref!
We're not even going to have a look at that.
Oh my goodness. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, forearm to jaw.
And the TMO, nothing. He has to say, he's not saying ref, check. Oh my goodness. Flashbacks here, Marcos. Coming up, big scrum, boys.
Restart at scrum time. Interesting to see Lizo Kaborka and Jacques Van Rooyen still on the park. I think they've both emptied this tank. They've had exceptional outings, both of them.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously Lizo's just come back from injuries. He's obviously he's been on the park for a long time now. I'm sure he won't finish the game, but he's been impressive, hasn't he? But yeah, I'm just still thinking about that. I mean, okay, the obstruction, but geez, the forearm to the temple, that's just ridiculous.
There we go. Penalties conceded, 8-3.
That's rugby for you. If you're on the wrong side of the penalty count, more often than not, you'll be on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Solid platform for Connacht. Jack Carty trips one ahead. Johan Goosen looks to consolidate at the back. Vodacom Bulls have come away with the ball. Deep, very deep now in their own half. Just searching for something, some kind of spark to just pull the trigger, create something. Box kick from Zuckerberger into midfield. O'Halloran. Quick ball for Connacht. They're looking to go wide. Oh, and they've turned the corner, but the ball skews off the boot of John Porch.
But yeah, not much ground will be gained there. It was really close. Good job to all the fans. Thanks for in these testings. I'm still the comments rolling in. Remember, you can win a World Sports Betting 1,000 Rand voucher. Just like, comment, and share. Philip Jordan saying, can we agree that the Irish commentary is unbelievably biased? Luckily, we're not listening to it because I'm pretty sure we can be more biased.
Bismarck Duplessis, opportunity to throw into the line out.
Let's go, Busy.
Best believe Connacht will be contesting for all they're worth here.
Yeah, I would love to see Busy now. He's there you go, perfect. Him coming on, I think, at ruck time, he's going to have to be so crucial. We know he's a great fetcher of the ball, so he's going to try to get some penalties for us there. Come on.
We can use his physicality carrying-wise as well. We've pivoted our maul, but we're going sideways at a rate of knots. Need to keep this ball in play. Zuckerberger being told to use it by the referee. He goes to Sheep. They always go as low as they can on him. It's a daunting prospect trying to bring a human being of that size to ground.
Yeah, the Kirkness Road Thor.
Zuckerberger's charged down, but the ball goes into touch. Luckily, Vodacom Bulls playing with fire here. We really need to get out of our 22 now.
Yeah, we're struggling here at the moment.
There's a scrap there. At least we can win the fight. Come on. Let's go, Sheep. Blaine wants to have a word. Remember the good old days where you could push and shove and everyone just gets on with it?
Yeah, miss those days. if we were alive back then, my boy. Yeah, they know that they're dealing with the sheep there, but 4 of them surrounding the man. Better.
Tackle in the air there on Volsteenkamp, it looks like. Here comes Polisiman. He's carried hard all evening long. 25 minutes to go in Galway. More than 2 converted tries required from the Vodacom Bulls to
Big
win this
chase
game.
boys.
Finds touch does Zuckerberger. We still well within our own half.
Yeah, we love that Leonardus. No matter what, I'm still a proud Bull supporter, and that's what the Bulls are about, in testing times. Back your boys. Definitely so.
Just need a momentum shift, just something. Looks like Zuckerberger might be leaving the field for Imbros Papier to make his much anticipated and long-awaited return. As we say, that Sampiru Matanzima and Morne Smith both take the field, and big standing ovation should be given here to Lizo Kaborka, who's made a brilliant return. The Springbok and Jacques Van Rooyen, they've both just put in unbelievable shifts.
Yeah, they were good. And this is when guys like Sim can try to get us over the advantage line. You know, he's going to want to get his mitts on that ball early on.
Connacht win the ball. They're looking to attack. There's the captain, Jared Butler. He's been surprisingly quiet in this game. Mark Duplessis must get over it. Unable to. Connacht. They've had all the possession and territory in the second half.
Spalls.
The ball is messy at the breakdown, but again they managed to come away. And the penalty's been given by Mark Duplessis. It's really tough to watch at this point because the last thing we needed was to give away a penalty in front of the post. Yeah. Well, relatively close to the post. Looks like Carty's going to kick for the line.
Yeah, and you know, that's not a good sign either, Marcus, because they capitalise every time they're in there. They're, you know, in the striking zone. They make sure to get points on the board.
Goes through the middle, but then Duplessis just takes out the scrummy. I mean, it's a
blatant penalty.
Yeah. More time for Connacht. Going absolutely nowhere here. They've been told to use it. And they do so. Here's Mac Hansen, who's been exceptional for them. Finley Beelum. Altan Delane. Huissen makes the tackle along with Matanzima. Marmion looking for Mac Hansen. He gets driven back. Carty. Tackle's made. He's isolated. Get over it, boys. O'Halloran beats two. Gives it to Porch. Good tackle from Lionel Mapu. Heffernan. Connacht 5 meters out. Still over 20 minutes to play in this game. If the Vodacom Bulls can just get some possession and field position, there's still an opportunity to win this game, but they just can't get out of their half.
Yes.
And the penalty's been
goes our way.
awarded. Looks like Mornay Smith who got over that. Exceptional work from the replacement tight head. What a way to introduce yourself. And Johan Huissen's taking a tap and go here. Vodacom Bulls trying to play them. I don't understand this whatsoever. That is a absolutely shocking decision.
Away there.
I don't understand.
Try to catch
10.
them off.
Luckily,
thank
goodness, not 10.
Not 10. Yeah,
and we'll keep the penalty.
Marcus, you know, in the red zone, you know, where I think Connacht have been better, you know, there's just a lot more, there's more dynamism in their play, you know, there's, you know, great dummy lines, you know, you don't know where the ball's going, there's options all over where we are kind of one-dimensional. So I think that's where they've just, you know, gotten the edge over us. Yeah.
It's fair, but we have looked dangerous when we've been able to get the ball a little bit wider, turn the corner, play with the dummy runner like Arnold Buerta, going back behind to Johan Huissen and running those lines and those angles behind. We've looked quite dangerous, and we just haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Yeah, agreed. But they're also, you know, guys like Mike, like you said, Mac Hansen, who are coming in, you know, off the nine, you know, your explosive guys, you know, they're just really bringing all the big ball players into the game more than we are at, you know, in those phases of the game.
I think Connacht look way more threatening in broken play. They look like they've got players who can create something out of nothing and split us open, where we don't really seem to have that kind of one play danger at the moment. That's a good rolling maul from the Vodacom Bulls. Emrys Papier's on the field. Rolling maul's looking really good, but Altan Delane's come through the middle there. We need to get this ball out, and we do. Emrys Papier, Sheep, that's a good carry from him. Strong carry. Emrys Papier really looking to up the ante. Jan Huissen goes to the boot. It's a wobbly old kick from him. Yeah. Marmion takes it. Here's Mac Hansen. This guy's dangerous. Need to bring him down early. Beats one. Volt manages to bring him down. Beat two Vodacom Bulls defenders. Again, we need possession and we just can't get it. They're not giving it up easily. Opportunity here. They kick it ahead. Does Carty.
It's Goose.
Goose must deal with it. Just about beats Carty, but he's isolated at ruck time. Emrys Papier. We just can't get out of our half. Emperor is looking to give the ball to Mornay Smith. He'll set up a ruck. Going down the blind side. Anu Bueta. Really just need to get rid of this ball now. Less than 20 minutes to go in Galway. Numerous Papio box kicks. Looks to be a handy one. That's a brilliant kick from John Porch.
And you know, the kicking game, the Bulls faithful, a lot of comments are coming in. They're really not liking how we're playing at the moment in terms of the kicking. And it's getting us into so much trouble because we're not finding grass, we're not finding touch. Just kicking it straight down the gullet and they're just finding touch every single time.
Kicking very shallow as well. I mean, you can't put up a box kick straight onto a right winger who's standing on the halfway line and then there's no legitimate chase. So he's got all the time in the world to either carry it back or find grass like he did. And now again, we pinned back. You know, 40 minutes have gone in the second half and we've had no possession, no field position. We can't play rugby like this.
No, it's Leinster all over again, Marcos, so far in the second half.
We're just in a perpetual cycle of trying to clear our lines and being unsuccessful. We get a short arm here, so opportunity to have a pressure-free kick. Johan Goosen or Commies needs to boot this ball as far as possible. Just try and at least get into their half. I wouldn't be surprised if they take it quickly.
Okay, they can't take that quickly. Contest now.
That's a good kick from Jan Goosen. Not quite in their half, but very close to it.
It would have been nice to see Commies take that kick, on his stronger side, with the better angle, with the left boot. But we move. Keep your comments coming. Remember, we are giving away a World Sports Bet, a 1,000 Rand voucher to the lucky winner. Just like, comment, and share.
Looks like Chris Smith is taking the field for Johan Goosen. Janku Swanepoel's on as well. So that'll make an immediate impact at line-out time, especially contesting Connacht's line-outs. Janku Swanepoel. Look, he's come on for Walt Steenkamp. Connacht win their own line-up ball on the halfway line. They've got so many options in midfield. Good tackle from Chris Smith. Now they change the point of attack. Alton Lane, Mac Hansen. Got to bring this man down early. Can't let him run up ahead of steam. Here they go again. Marmion, the ruck cycle's so quick. Finley Beelum gets the offload going. Big shot from Sheep. Connacht continue with the ball. Tom Farrell, the outside centre. Almost stealing it, but we don't. Bismarck almost giving the penalty away. Marmion again. Heffernan. Connacht knocked the ball on. No, that's apparently gone down. Here comes... Don't even know who that is. Here comes Farrell. Here comes Delane. Really need to get our hands on the ball now. Bismarck trying to contest again. Looks like he's off his feet. And he is. The penalty goes against the Vodacom Bulls once again. This has been a torturous second half to commentate, I must say. We just have had absolutely no possession. Bismarck's really unhappy with that call.
Chris is on for Goose. Yeah, it's going to be a long, arduous campaign, and we're just so far not looking good for the Vodacom Bulls, our beautiful Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, Bismarck can't really complain about that. He's got one hand on the deck while trying to steal the ball. I mean, there's no argument there. That's a penalty.
Yeah.
We just need to be sharper.
100%, Mark. Busy.
And again, we put ourselves under pressure.
Just with 17 minutes to go, scores 22-7 to Connacht.
Connacht win their own line-up ball, looking to get the rolling maul going. It's gone down immediately, so legally so from the Vodacom Bulls. It's good more defense by them, but here Connacht rolling, they pivoted. Connacht now going through the phases. Looking ominous for the Vodacom Bulls. Altan Delane beats one. Penalties gone the way of the Vodacom Bulls for a change. Opportunity to clear our lines. Here comes Mac Hansen again. Just no respite for this Vodacom Bulls defense. Janku Swanepoel working, toiling at ruck time to try and get his hands on the ball. Again, Connacht, just another surge by them. Tackle after tackle from this Vodacom Bulls team.
Pressure, yeah, and just how much of this pressure can we sustain before something else that's not lack of force happens?
Just 15 minutes to go, 22-7 down, we find ourselves. Is there any way we can come back? Is there any way we can somehow salvage a victory here in Galway? It's a tough ask. Vodacom Bulls, there's a knock on, so we have rare possession in the second half. Rare opportunity to get going. Here's Matanzima,
nice.
Gets the offload to Mornay Smith, gets the offload going to Embrose Papier. He takes off, pins the ears back. Here's Arnu Buerta.
Go Arnu.
Off to the races, Arnu Buerta. Sheep fires one out to Chris Smith. Here's Trevino Jacobs, who's got 2 feet out there, just
not even close.
Bit of life for the Vodacom Bulls backline. Good to see the break up the midfield. But probably not the right option to go down to Trevino Jacobs, who was pretty much already out. The knock on there from Connacht. Matanzima, good carry from him. Gets the offload. Mornay Smith working in tandem. Embrose Papier, he's injected some life. And then Anu Buerta, good carry from him. Not the fastest man, but makes the break. And Chris Smith gives it to Trevino, who's well and truly out. First real promising sign from this Vodacom Bulls team in the second half. Really haven't been allowed to play whatsoever. Trevino Jacobs nursing that right hamstring. Seems to be in a bit of discomfort there.
Yeah. Underwood with a nice carry there down the midfield. But yeah, just not sure, doesn't have the gas, does he? Yeah, we're just getting outplayed here in the second half. Got some field territory now. Let's try again. It's been the start of the game. Let's try capitalize, and we're just not able to. Let's get something dynamic. Let's get, a wing runner. I'm running off Emmy. He's been good, hasn't he?
Mac Hansen's been probably my man of the match so far. He just looks, every time he gets the ball in his hands, it just looks ominous for the Vodacom Bulls. So dangerous. Such a great turn of pace. We seem to be lacking that one-punch power shot. We seem to have to go through the phases. And we just haven't created much in the second half whatsoever.
Yeah, our neighbours also going 26-13 down now against the Scarlets. Not looking good for Gauteng this evening so far.
Connacht win the line-outs, get the rolling maul going. Dela Hunt, the reserve hooker, has it at the back, almost charged down. Marmion's been really good. Gets a brilliant kick to Trevino Jacobs. Vodacom Bulls have no option but to attack here. Ron Cormorant, but he's swamped by Connacht defenders. Embrose Papier fires one out to Matanzima. Gets offload going to Chris Smith. Anu Buerta's carrying with real intent in the second half. Matanzima. Embrose, he gets that ruck so quickly. He gets the ball out as well. Attack definitely looks more dangerous with him on the field.
Yeah, it does. Here we go. It's better.
Chris Smith, Sheep, don't give the offload. Just go to ground. Go through the phases. Embrose Papier.
It's just so one-dimensional at the moment. You just know what they're going to do next time.
Go down the blind side. There's not much on. Anu Buerta gives it to Rocketman. Puts it on the boot, but goes to Connacht. Emrys Papier looks to clean up. He must throw the offload there, surely. Somehow, Connacht have knocked it on. It's very, very scrappy at the moment. We'll go back for the knock-on.
Yeah, like Mark, we know what's going to happen. We're going to get a ball in the midfield. The guys are going to play it behind the back, and we try to get it to the wing, or we're going to try bust it up the midfield with a big ball carrier. It's just not working. It's just one-dimensional. I think we're running out of ideas now. It's really tough to watch.
I just feel if we could get one try in the next handful of minutes, maybe that could spark some kind of comeback. Then it's, a try and a penalty in the final 10 minutes, which is certainly doable. But we've just been starved of possession this entire second half. All credit to Connacht, who've come out in the second half and have really put it on us, and we've struggled to cope with the intensity of their game. Their attack is just predicated on quick ball recycle. They don't die wondering. They got guys like Mac Hansen and this Tom Farrell as well, both been very dangerous. Kieran Marmion's been great at the back of the ruck, but our defense has really, really struggled, been under the pump. I think we've stood up well to keep it this close in the second half.
Definitely we have. They're just a more dynamic team. That they look, more upward. They look more conditioned. Guys like Bismarck are huffing and puffing already, and he's just come onto the field. It's just been, it's been a tough second half, tough to watch.
Rain pelting down as well in Galway. We're not really used to those conditions, so certainly favouring the hosts and not conducive to any kind of rugby when you're trailing and you require 2 converted tries. We'll have another restart at scrum time. It's gone down on Matanzima's side.
The rain's not going to help, isn't it, Marcos? These guys, they play most of their rugby in rain.
Another tough day at the office for the Vodacom Bulls and for us.
Yeah. But there's some sort of light. If you are in need of a 1,000 Rand World Sports Bet voucher, just keep your comments coming. Share, like, and comment. Share, like, and comment.
Short arm to the Bulls. Here's Emrys Papier, runs away with it. He looks very dangerous with the ball in his hands. Jacques Duplessis, Yanku Swanepoel puts his head down. Still going, Yanku Swanepoel. The ball's been knocked on, and it's just so frustrating.
Really is. It's just, our discipline. When we get tired, we knock the ball out, And Mark, we spoke about it, against domestic sides, you can kind of get away with those mistakes because we're so dominant in every other aspect. But these guys don't make mistakes. So if we make mistakes, we're just gonna, we're gonna be on the back foot the whole game. First half was good, but second half we've just been nowhere. We've been missing, haven't we?
Also amazing guys like Lionel Mapu and Cornel Hendricks who really flash in the Carling Curry Cup. The 2 games have gone by and they haven't really been able to do much. They're not finding the space. Fields are slower up here. Conditions aren't conducive to their style of rugby. Defenses are more suffocating. There's less time on the ball. And as a result, we're seeing, less opportunities available for them to exploit.
Definitely, yeah. Less opportunities, definitely on the ball because, if you get your phases going, you lose the ball. You're not going to get the ball for another, 5 minutes of the game, which is a long period of time in rugby.
And Connacht looks so dangerous every time they have possession. They go to the back line, they do a skip pass, they've got a dummy or a decoy, at least 1 or 2 dummy or decoy runners, and every time they have the ball in their hands, they look like they could score. They're threatening to score a try.
Definitely.
Just over 10 minutes to go in Galway. It's been a tough second 40 for the visitors. Rain hammering down as well. It's not making things any easier. Bismarck Duplessis needs to find his jumper. We need to create something soon.
Good take,
we find Yanku Swanepoel. More time. The mauls work reasonably well for us. Certainly hasn't been the devastating rolling maul we've seen in the Carling Curry Cup, but it's been something. Sheep again. You're right, KK. It's very one-dimensional at the moment.
Yeah.
Yanku Swanepoel, very easy to read as well. Go down the blind side. Here's Sheep. This is better now. Cornel Hendricks gets a rare touch, looking to create something. I'd love to see him get his hands on the ball a little bit more. Imbros Papier, it's very scrappy, and there's a knock on.
It's just so frustrating,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's extremely frustrating. Every time we seem to get something going, it's a knock on or a penalty. Well, to Cornel Hendricks, shows a little bit of life there, running against Marmion. It's scrappy at ruck time. They're all over Imbros Papier. He throws a wobbly pass. Mornay Smith, I mean, it's very tough to collect that off your bootlaces.
Yeah, you can't fault Mornay Smith there.
Yeah, we've just been outclassed in the second half. I really believe we were the better team in the first 40, but second half, as we see Stedman Gans take the field for Stravino Jacobs, who was struggling with a hammy. He was a tight hammy, it looked like.
Yeah, I think Stravino has struggled today, but Stedman Gans, hopefully the 7-star can ignite something in the back line, yeah.
That's what you want from him. He's a player who can ignite something. We're speaking about we need some players in that back line that create something out of nothing. He's one of those men. He's got lightning speed. He's got great footwork. If someone's going to create something this evening, it's him.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's our answer to Mac Hansen. Here's a scrum again. Our scrum that looked so dominant in the first half has struggled to get going in the second half. But there's a good shove from the Bulls, but Marmion takes out quickly. He gets nailed by Imbros Papier. That's a great line.
Oh, the big man, he's got some
from
wheels
Farrell.
on him.
Yep, Tom Farrell's going to score this try. Vodacom Bulls. The final nail's been really bolted into the coffin of the Vodacom Bulls. 27-7 down, 20-point
and is that the bonus?
margin.
No, it's not the bonus point.
It is. Four try bonus point for Connacht.
Is that the 4 try?
Yeah.
No, it is.
Final nail in the coffin. Vodacom Bulls have lost their second game of the Vodacom United Rugby Championship. Again, it's Marmion. He's been the linchpin. It's another beautiful backline move. Midfield, they commit Vodacom Bulls defenders, and it's another decoy line that's been run. Owen Farrell, I must say, ran a beautiful inside unders line. Marmion's been dangerous. Marmion's been really dangerous.
Yeah. Tom Farrell, and he's for a big lad, you know, so big, 6'4", 106 kgs. And he's got some wheels on him. No, you're not gonna. That's a wrecking ball. Yeah.
Well, we've been thoroughly and well and truly beaten in the second half. There's no way of sugarcoating that. Been a tough game to watch. Tougher game to commentate, and yeah, there's no sweet words here. This is a Vodacom Bulls team that's really struggled, and they're going to have to dig very deep going into their third game of the Vodacom.
Yeah,
you will see.
Yeah, Mark, we spoke about how the SA teams in this tournament are going to get a bit shaken, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. You know, and 2 games in, even we don't want to be losing, but to lose by this margin with a bonus point, this doesn't happen in our neck of the woods, does it, Marcos?
No, I mean, we've scored 10 tries and 10 points in 2 games, so the attack's been a bit toothless. You just seem a little bit hesitant, like Imbros Papier there, picking and going, and there was nothing on it. I think you're right that we are out of ideas at the moment. Just need someone to, like Matanzima, someone like that, to just charge onto that ball, create something. Here's Mornay Smith.
And all these guys, and all not big ball carriers off the bench are just getting met.
Imbros Papier, Chris Smith. I mean, the rush defense there of Connacht's all over us.
Yeah,
Bismarck du Plessis puts boot to ball. Stedman Gans is chasing. It's a tough one for Mac Hansen, who's done exceptionally well, as he has all evening. And Connacht have possession again, and it seems like when we're out of ideas on attack, we kick it away.
Yeah. And on defense, the Connacht side is like a swarm of bees at a honeycomb convention. We're just all over us.
Imbros Papier looks to spark something. He's got the speed on Alton Delane. Look at him go. Look at the little scrum off go. It's a brilliant break from Imbros Papier, but then he throws the ball forward.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that's the story of the night summed up there. Wonderful break, Imbros Papier. He had the mismatch with Alton Delane, the tight forward, backed himself, pins the ears back and goes for it, and then throws the offload forward, and it rolls out into touch. I mean,
Schoolboy.
There he goes. Look at him. Pins the ears back like a bat out of hell. Delane can't hang with him. He's off now. He's off to the races. Go to ground.
Go to ground.
Go to ground.
Recycle. There's
Four
support,
players around you, support you, and we go through the phases again. But again, when you're down by 20 points or more, you're really looking for anything, and that's what happens. That's what pressure does to you. Not that there should be any pressure. I mean, we've lost this game by a wide margin.
Bulls fans, what do you think? What now? What does Uncle Jack have up his sleeve going forward in this competition? Because we still have some big games coming, don't we?
Penalty at scrum time's gone to Connacht, and if we can't bank on our scrum, then we're really in trouble. Four minutes to go. Mac Hansen has been awarded player of the match. Deservingly so, in my opinion. He's been really real live wire for them. So dangerous. We've really struggled to lock him down and contain him. And he's kind of cut us to shreds.
We spoke of the 2-4-2 split, that we thought they had, and it just, I just felt like that 2-4-2 attack was just inside the outside backs. They're running out of midfield more than anything.
Well, their maul's gone to ground. I think our maul defense has been one shining light. Bismarck du Plessis is very unhappy at ruck time. He's complaining. Connacht's coming again. Surely we can't concede another try. 29-7 down. Altan Delane. He's worked very hard. Marmion. Carty gets pulled to ground there by Sheep. It's a good tackle.
Busy nearly off his feet there.
Bismarck's getting increasingly frustrated at the breakdown. Penalty's gone against Connacht there for going off their feet. 2.5 minutes to go in Galway.
Pro rugby, as we're here now, and this is what it's about. We knew it's going to be a test, and it really has been a test so far. 2 games in. It's World Rugby's finest here up north. But if we look at a positive, this is only going to make our rugby better going forward. But right now, it's just not lucky to see rugby's finest go down to islands. Horrible and terrible.
Bismarck du Plessis finds Roa Nokia. Here's a more Marcel Coetzee. Here's Jacques du Plessis. Good carry from him. Bismarck gives the offload to Harold Forster. I think he's carried very well when he's had the ball. Again, they're contesting the ruck of Connacht. Here come the Vodacom Bulls again. We're now really being driven back, and we were the ones putting in the big shots in the first half. It's now the other way around. Here comes Connacht throwing the ball around. That's gone forward. So it's become extremely scrappy with 1.5 minutes to go. Looks like Connacht are going to get a... They're going to get a penalty. No, it's going to be a scrum for a knock-on by the Vodacom Bulls. So, minute to go. Hopefully, this is the last play of the game. I'd like to see us get off the park here and reconsolidate.
As early as possible, please. I would hate to see another try.
Hard lines here in the studio. I just don't know what's really gone wrong in the second half. I mean, the first half we were the better team. I keep saying it, but we really were, and it's just all unraveled in the second 40.
I think it's more of a question as well in the second half for that case of what hasn't gone wrong, what hasn't gone right. I mean, just what of what hasn't gone wrong. Yeah. It's just they've been all over us.
30 seconds to go in Galway. The score is 29-7 to Connacht. We'll have a reset at scrum time. 18 seconds left. I do want to say I think the refereeing performance has been abysmal, but that's not the reason why we're so far down on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the ref was on this side, wanted to get them ahead, I think, in the first half. And then once they were ahead, then he became a bit more,
More
a bit
neutral.
more neutral.
Certainly not the reason for
No,
the...
certainly not. We've been
yeah.
outplayed.
Yeah.
First half, we can kind of look to the ref, but second half, I mean, geez, it's been...
One-way traffic.
Yeah.
Connacht have the ball now. 80 minutes have expired. Marmion, one last break from him. Hopefully we don't concede another try. They're going through the phases, going through the hands. It's a brilliant offload. Can't concede another one, surely. Defense needs to stand up here and be counted. Good shot there by Bismarck du Plessis. We're just unable to slow that ball down. Here they go again. That's the big man, Tom Daly. That's a massive carry from Tom Daly. He scored the try. And it's just salt in the wound. Connacht over the Vodacom Bulls. We have been absolutely ripped to shreds in the second half. 34-7.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't fired a shot in the second half.
Yeah, we've been completely violated here.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to see is another try. As I said, salt in the wound. Just goes from bad to worse in Galway. The two worst things to come out of Galway, this performance and that atrocious, stupid song by Ed Sheeran.
Which one's that?
Galway goal.
Galway goal. I'm
not sure which one's been worse.
Yeah. Bulls fans, it's never lucky to see. Yeah, look away. At least it's a Friday night. We can look to the books tomorrow morning.
Kick is well off. Yeah.
Blow it, ref, blow it.
Again, yeah.
That's it.
That's the game.
Since it's just obviously it's a negative, we're in a negative space at the moment, but some positivity for one lucky winner. Our producers have chosen you, Mr. Kreinu Otu Jr. You are the lucky winner of a 1,000 Rand World Sports Betting voucher. The Bulls team will get that to you, and hopefully you can get some joy out of that voucher, and I hope you win big, unlike our boys today.
Yeah, a nice consolation after very disappointing performance. The Vodacom Bulls have been well and truly defeated in Galway. Our second back-to-back defeats now on tour. Comprehensively beaten 34-7. Back to the drawing board and some tough questions to be asked by Jake White and his Chargers. We will see you next week on Bullseye TV. Thanks for watching.